So what if you could move to Germany to kickstart your career, but without a job offer in hand? I know, it sounds kind of backward, right? Like putting the cart before the horse. But a source we're looking at today describes a specific legal pathway that lets you do just that. We're going to break down exactly how it works.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? The one that could change everything for a lot of professionals. You know how it usually goes? You have to get a job offer first, and that can be a massive hurdle. But what if you could actually be there, on the ground, networking and interviewing in person? That's the wild possibility we're exploring today. And according to the source we're digging into, the answer is yes, it's actually possible. It lays out a whole legal framework for skilled professionals to do exactly this. So let's walk through it. Okay, first things first. Let's get right to the heart of it. What exactly is this opportunity that the source is talking about? The key to this whole thing is something called an open work permit, and it basically flips the entire script. Instead of needing a job to get a visa, you get a one-year permit to move to Germany and then you find the job. It's like a one-year window to get yourself settled and land that professional role. And here's where it gets really practical. The source highlights a few things that are honestly total game changers. No job offer and no sponsor letter needed up front. Just think about that. That gets rid of two of the biggest headaches right off the bat. Plus, it says you can even work part-time to help pay the bills while you're hunting for that full-time career move. That's a huge amount of flexibility. Okay, so a program that sounds this good is obviously going to have some specific requirements. It's not a free-for-all. So who is this actually for? Let's check out the eligibility checklist from the source. The criteria are pretty straightforward. The source lays out a specific age window. You got to be between 22 and 40. On the education front, you need at least a 2-year diploma or a degree. And to show you're not just starting out, you need a minimum of 2 years of work experience in your field. So yeah, it seems they're definitely targeting skilled people who are kind of in the prime of their careers. But here's the thing. This isn't just about a one-year stay in Germany. The source really frames this as the first step, the entry point to a much bigger journey. It's about building a long-term future in Europe. Let's see how that's supposed to unfold. So here's the roadmap. Step 1, you get that open permit. Step 2, you get to Germany and land a professional job. From there, you convert it into a long-term work permit. Now, according to the source, this is your direct line to permanent residency. And what's the grand prize at the end? Eligibility for the Europe Blue Card, which could open up work opportunities across the whole EU. And to really hammer the point home, the source itself calls this, and I'm quoting here, a perfect legal pathway to build your career and future in Europe. You can really feel the optimism in that statement, can't you? All right, so we've got the main criteria down, but the source points out a couple of other absolute must-haves. Let's talk about language.
Now, this is really interesting. It looks like you've got some flexibility here. You only need to meet one of these two language requirements. You can either have a very basic A1 beginner level of German, or you can have a solid B2 upper intermediate level of English. So for a lot of folks, having strong English skills might be enough to check this box.
And just so we're crystal clear, the source is very direct about this. It says this is compulsory. So this is not a suggestion. It's a non-negotiable part of the deal. Oh, and one other little detail they toss in, the processing time is described as being very fast. Now, it doesn't say what that means. Are we talking weeks, months? Who knows? But it's definitely presented as one of the big selling points. Okay, that was a lot to take in. So let's just pull everything together. What are the absolute key takeaways from the source material we've just walked through? So to recap, first, and this is the big one, it's a way into Germany without needing a job offer first. Second, it's laid out as a direct path toward permanent residency and maybe even that EU Blue Card. Third, the eligibility rules are strict. You have to fit that age, education, and experience profile. And finally, that language requirement, whether it's German or English, is an absolute must. You know, this whole thing leaves us with a bigger question. As the global competition for talent just keeps heating up, could this kind of no-sponsor model be the future of skilled migration? It's a pretty fascinating thought, and it could completely change how professionals all over the world think about building a career abroad.